So we're on the Pennine Bridleway today. It's day 3, as you can see from the weather. It's not as nice as it has been. It's actually quite grim, to be fair. It's that sort of persistent mizzle, as Peter Kay says. It just gets you wet. We've followed the Monsal Trail right to the top. We've come north. We're heading to the Monsal Trail. The two are joined up by this, which is the Pennine Bridleway, which is part of the new Pennine Bridleway route, which goes quite a long way north. I think Derby to Berwick-on-Tweed or something. Definitely on our list. Anyway, it's a bit grim, a bit damp. You can hear me snivelling because I'm wet. Only bought shorts for me, so there you go, my own fault. So we're heading to the Monsal Trail. The weather's forecast for tomorrow is much better, but I'm told the Monsal Trail is the most popular in the country, and stay away from it on a sunny Saturday. So that's what we're doing. We're doing it today instead. And the plan is to do about the same, about 55k. I think probably what we'll do is cycle to the Monsal Trail, cycle along it for a bit to a cafe, and then turn around and come back. I'd much rather come back on these tracks than on the roads, which is the other option. So yeah, let's see how we get on. If it absolutely lashes it down, we might even stop a bit earlier. This is quite nice, a bit lumpy bumpy, but quite pleasant. So let's see how we get on, and hopefully the rain holds off. Well, this is lush. This Pennine Bridleway runs the length of the country. This is definitely added to my list of things to come and do on the bike, to do more of this. Looks fabulous. It's helped that it stopped raining, of course. That always helps. I think when I bought the mountain bike in the pandemic, this is kind of what I had in mind. Smile.
Smile, smile, smile.
Yeah, we're not smiling because we've finally made it. It's taken us about 12 miles of very wet cycling to get here, and we've just come down, you can't see it from here, but like a 1 in 5 gradient around that corner, and we've pushed our bikes all the way down because we're not crazy. So we finally got to the Monsal Trail, and now I'm on the hunt for food because I haven't had any for hours. So let's go and see if we can look for some food. It's spectacular. Let's go and find some food. Check this out. Tunnel after tunnel after tunnel. I do love a good tunnel. This is already the second one in less than 3/4 of a mile, and I can see the third one. The third one looks lit, so it's obviously a longer one. This is Cheetor number 3 tunnel. I'm going to enjoy this. So we're on the Monsal Trail. We've stopped on a viaduct. We've been through 3 tunnels in the first mile, and we've stopped on a viaduct because these kids are abseiling over into this gorge. Honestly, it's terrifying. I can't even look over there, let alone abseil over there. So we've stopped here. This already, in the first 3/4 of a mile, is just stunning. I can't tell you. I mean, the High Peak Trail was wonderful yesterday, but this is just fabulous. It's a very different railway line. It's cut in, this one, whereas the High Peak Trail was up on the top. So this is a little bit different. It's limestone, it's cuttings, and it's just tunnel after tunnel after tunnel, and it's fabulous. And this lot are mad, absolutely mad. The drop, I don't know if I can show you the drop. Don't think you'll be able to see it. You get an idea. I don't want to go any closer because I'm going to drop my phone. It's probably 100 feet drop into the gorge. Crazy. We're still on the viaduct. Paul's helping somebody we've met that comes from South Birmingham. Fix the saddle on her bike because she's got it from the bike shop and the saddle's too low. So he's doing his usual good Samaritan bit. Gives me an opportunity to give you a glimpse of today's football shirt, which is not a West Brom shirt. I'm going to give you that for now, and I'll confess later. It's too cold to take my jacket off now, but I'll confess later as to what this is. This is Millersdale Station. It's the biggest station on what was the Monsal line. It's where they used to change trains from Buxton to get to London and Manchester. So it was a huge station. You can see by the length of the platforms how huge it was. It's now a cafe, which, guess what, got me my bacon and sausage bap. Not going any further, so I've got one, so we'd have been here all day if they hadn't sold one. So it's a really nice little place, obviously very popular. The Monsal Trail is very popular. We were told it would be because it's very easy, it's very short, it's 8 miles long. We're going to go to the bottom and then we're going to turn around and come back. So far, it's outdoing itself. It is spectacular. I love the fact that it's cut into the limestone rather than sitting up on the top. The tunnels and the viaducts so far have been wonderful. So watch this space for more. substation, which is this grand old building behind me. Inside is a big, you know, tacky cafe and gift shop. This is the end of the line for us, so we're going to turn around and go back. It might be a tacky gift shop and cafe, but look what they had. Oh yes. So I'm going to sit in the sun and I'm going to eat my fab. It is very spectacular. It's a really, really nice 8 miles of cycling, obviously 8 miles back, but yeah, it's gorgeous. It's probably the nicest one of the 3 so far, I would say. It's the one I've enjoyed the most. I think partly that's because I enjoy the industrial heritage a lot, so all these bridges and tunnels that you see everywhere, I find that really interesting. So I think, yeah, this is probably my favourite one of the 3. We've got 8 miles to go back to where we picked up the trail. We've decided to go back because those bridle ways were stunning this morning, so we're going to go back and do that. So we've got an easy few miles off on the trail now, but then when we get off, we've got sort of 12 miles of bridle way, which will be a bit tough. But yeah, it's lovely. I can give you a bit more of this morning. For those of you who are still wondering, if you knew, you knew. Yeah, it's Man United shirt. Sun's out, so we've stopped to take our jackets off, and there you go, the full reveal. It's a Man United shirt. Man United away from this season. Always had a bit of a soft spot for them since we sold them Brian Robson, but also just really like the colours this year. Really nice shirt. As soon as I saw lime green and navy, I thought, gonna have to have that. So there you go, today's offering, Man United. This is the Headstone Tunnel. I think it's one of the bigger ones and longer ones on this route. Just taking my jacket off, and now I'm going to go into a tunnel, and it's going to be freezing. This is the longest one, I think, and it's lit, so that's how you know it's a long one. They're amazing. I mean, the engineering would have been, you know, we know how good it was, Victorian engineering. To open them up to the public is just, it's brilliant, because it opens up this whole trail. This is fantastic. I do love a good tunnel. These longer ones are nicer because you don't need, your eyes don't need time to adjust, because they're lit. You have to sort of look out for pedestrians. They're not that lit that you all of a sudden you're confronted by a dog and a pedestrian. So you do have to keep a bit of an eye out. It's cold under here. The temperature drops the further down you go, the further into the tunnel you get. So there are people coming towards us now on bikes. None of us got any lights on, of course. So yeah, so this is Headstone Tunnel. I think there's another tunnel very, very quickly, and then we get a long gap without tunnels, and then we get, there's 3 or 4 at the other end. I don't think we're going that far back. We're going to get off at Millersdale so that we don't have to scramble back up that 105 with our bikes. But yeah, this is the best one because it's the longest. So you go, Headstone Tunnel. That's Paul in front doing his ting. He doesn't light up very well. My favourite bit of the route is these tunnels of the engineering. I know I'm repeating myself now, but you know, it's 30 odd miles. You've got to try to keep thinking of new things to say. Do I look red? That's because we've just done I think what's about a 1 in 8, 1 in 9 climb from Millersdale back up onto the Pennine Bridleway. Jesus, that's all I'm saying. Paul's way back behind me somewhere. He'll be here in a bit. Once I got going, I couldn't stop. It's taken about 25 minutes to get up the hill. It's quite a busy B road as well. Brutal, absolutely brutal. And now we've got to go, I don't know if you can see it behind me, up there. But we're back on the Bridleway and it's lovely, so it was worth it. Here comes Paul. Bloody hard work that, but well done. Just giving my legs a bit more of a rest before I go off up that hill. Paul's gone up there slowly. We've got this climb to do, and then we've got a really fairly steep technical climb which we'll walk up. Once we get to the top of that, we're on flat, pretty much flat bridleways, and then back on the Tissington Trail and then back. So another, I would say about another 2 miles of climbing to do before we can relax. But there you go, we're in the Peak District, that's what happens. There you go, there's the Man United shirt in all its glory, if that's what you can call it. On a lot about this Pennine Bridleway, but if you look ahead you can see why. We're not going up there, sadly, we're turning left in the dip, but you can see how spectacular it is. I really want to go home and do some investigation on where it goes and how we can do more of it logistically. I think it would have to be credit card touring. There aren't many places to camp along here. I think it would have to be use that small B&B or something like that, some sort of credit card tour. But it is absolutely spectacular. Word of the day, there we go. Count how many times I say it in this video. You'll get a prize. I don't know what it will be. A jacket cake or something, but we'll get a prize. Back on the Tissington Trail. It ends there where we've just got on. It's a real shame it doesn't link up to Buxton, because that was the railway line. Back on it now. The nice thing is now this is a downhill section all the way back to Hartington where we get off. So I've still got a pedal, but it's a nice rolling downhill. Some of the climbs up these are really hard work. They're really shallow, but they're so long that you really feel it by the time you get to the end. So it's nice now. We've earned this today. We've done a lot of climbing again today, steep climbing too. So to roll down this all the way to the cafe and then all the way home will be well earned and most enjoyable. So here we go. You had a nice time, Paul?
Yeah, very nice time.
Good. So we've done 3 trails in 3 days. Hard to pick which one was the best one. Probably today. Paul's been really well behaved, as usual. As usual. So yeah, it's been a bit nice, very, very nice cycling. Lots of chatty people. And this is our last little bit of trail. I'm looking at that big black cloud up there thinking we need to get a shift on, because otherwise we're going to get wet. Let's go. That's day 3 done. Sadly, it's the last day. We've had a brilliant day. We've been up to the Monsal Trail and down to Hassop Station. We've done 60k today, and there was some really tough off-road stuff. The Pennine Bridleway is fabulous. Bit tough in places, some steep climbing, some technical descents, most of which I walked down, to be fair. There was a 1 in 5 technical descent. No, not for me. I value my bike and my bones too much. The Monsal Trail was gorgeous, really enjoyed it. A lot of industrial heritage, a lot of infrastructure, the tunnels were great, the viaducts were great. It was nice and quiet because the weather was a bit dodgy this morning. It's gorgeous again now. So that's it, that's the end of a 3-day trip. It's been brilliant. Hard to pick which was the best day, really. I enjoyed the High Peak Trail a lot because it was up on the top of the high peak, so you had these fabulous views. Today was very different. It was down in a cut-in. I think the Tissington Trail was okay. I mean, it takes you into Ashbourne. It's okay. The High Peak Trail and the Monsal Trail are way more spectacular. There's that word again. Don't forget to count them. It's Jaffa cakes at stake. So it's hard to pick which one was the best, but all in all, it's been 3 brilliant days cycling. Really enjoyed it. Paul's really good cycling company. The mountain bikes have held up brilliantly. And yeah, we've just really enjoyed it. So we've done a total of 160k, which feels like really good training for London to Brighton. It's going to feel a bit tame now going back and cycling on the canals in Birmingham, sadly. But yeah, really good training. Really enjoyed it. Time to go and cook some pasta, and then sadly in the morning we're going to drive home. But it's been brilliant. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoy them. And if you do, you know, subscribe, because there will be more. I'm going to aim to try and do, you know, at least half a dozen, if not more, between now and London to Brighton. So subscribe and keep your eye out. And there'll be a bit more football content as well for the people that like it. So keep your eye out, like the videos, subscribe, and that'll be brilliant. And I will see you back in Birmingham somewhere soon. Thanks a lot. Thank you for watching. Bye.